take them all out for the big bounce off the bottom. That's a big shakeout. This is what happens to the Bulls when they got that exuberance.
I can't even keep up with the tick-tock.
All right, we're in bear market. We told you people not to get involved in that. Whoa, look at that.
Good evening, stock traders, and welcome to Stock Traders Talk Radio here on a beautiful Wednesday night, April 11th, 2012. I am your host, STT. Joining me on tonight's program, I have Hoss.
Oh, another fantastic evening with just STT and Haas here. Unfortunately, Go Trader's not going to be here this morning, is he?
This morning? No.
This morning? This evening. I'm sorry. Everything's mixed up now. I'm losing sleep, man. Losing sleep.
I don't know what's up with Go Trader.
We need our tech guy tonight, man.
You know, we start to train him, and he breaks off training now. It's like you got to start all over again with the guy. Start from scratch. Absolutely start from scratch. Okay, for those listening, tomorrow night on the evening program, we do have a CEO interview lined up and scheduled. Don't forget to catch the guys in the morning show, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Still starring Haas.
I think Sumo's joining me tomorrow morning.
Well, I don't know. I thought he said he gets back midday tomorrow.
I thought he was at the airport tonight, but he might be making a pit stop, so I'm not sure. So we might have a Haas solo show, and I might be joined by Sumo again. Either way, it's going to be an awesome show. This morning we killed it.
Killed it.
Absolutely fantastic show.
Good stuff. I missed this morning's show, unfortunately.
You should listen to it.
Oh,
we were flowing like no other, man.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear. You guys should be flowing.
I think Chicago's changing that, man.
I think you'll have Mr. Sifakia back beginning next week, hopefully.
Oh, I hope so. He adds a dimension to the show that we just cannot fill.
Yep, absolutely.
I wish him and his family the best right now. Obviously, he can take as much time as he needs.
Yep, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Now, tonight's show, we're going to do a special show. Me and Haas are going to run through what we consider to be the hottest plays on Investors Hub today. Is that the correct title?
The correct title of what?
Of the show.
Something like that, but I definitely encourage listeners to call in if they got a super hot stock they want us to talk about.
Absolutely. I wrote it on the board earlier this afternoon. We will be taking callers tonight. Telephone number 347-215-7181. You have something you're looking at? You want to get it out there to the masses? Call the radio show. Talk about it live on the air.
What was that ticker that one guy called in with yesterday? I can't remember what it was. I wanted to look at that one today, and I already forgot. If you're listening...
Wait. I have it written down. Hold on.
You do?
Yep. Hold on. I have it written down.
Let's check that baby out. Thing was hanging up there, man.
LFVN. Larry Frank Victory November.
LFVN. Let's check that one out first today. Up another 1.7%, another 500,000 in volume, still hanging in this 350 area.
Right.
You know, there wasn't much in news or anything. It was just a huge spike. So,
that thing's been a rocket. That chart is beautiful.
I wish Cobb was here so I would have someone to talk about the NHL playoffs with.
Yeah.
We know, he's quite attuned to the NHL, especially those Minnesota North Stars we know he loves.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I think Cobb returns to radio on Monday also. And that is without a doubt definite 100%.
I wouldn't speak too soon, then.
No. He will be here Monday.
All right.
I don't care where he thinks he's going. He's going to be on radio Monday. There is no doubt in my mind. No doubt. All right, let's get started because we have a lot of tickers and not a lot of time.
We'll get through what we can.
Well, we'll do our best.
Sounds good.
You know, there's only so much we can do in an hour.
You bet.
All right, first ticker up is HBRM. Wow. And, oh, wow.
We might talk about this one for half the show. I'm just telling you that right now.
Well, let's take a look at the close today. 0.0066 for a percent, not a percent change, for a change of negative 0.0095. That was down a whopping 59.01%. Volume just under 110 million. What is going on there? Wow.
This is 100% classic case of buy the rumor, sell the news. And, I would love to blame idiots for this, but frankly, the idiots are the company for what happened today because they completely set themselves up for this sort of sell-off. And, the stock's been super hot, millions of dollars in volume throughout, the whole past week. And this thing just hasn't stopped. Put out the press on March 16th that they're going to make some huge major announcement about company developments to come out on April 6th. They come out on April 4th. They say, oh, no, we have, a holiday this week, a short trading week, so we're going to move that to April 10th. We're going to give you guys 4 more days of, massive speculation about what news we're going to put out. And then yesterday, near market close, 10 minutes before market close, they put out the news, which was actually really, really cool news. And we talked about this all morning today, Stock Sumo and I, and, covered it in depth. But for our listeners that weren't tuned in this morning or haven't seen that news, I strongly encourage you to go check it out, especially if you're a vodka lover. I'm just going to read a bit from this news. Herborium Group Incorporated, a botanical therapeutics company, announced today that it has partnered with Kama Sutra LLC to commercialize their unique natural herbs vodka product in the fall of 2012. The vodka formula, label, and packaging have already been approved by the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau. The market share for vodka in the United States alone is just under $5 billion in annual sales, with both the premise and home consumption on the rise. This market does not include any potential from the broader liquor market. Hint, hint, they're going to expand into other types of liquors. And this Kama Sutra LLC is a U.S. partner of the German Bismarck Premium Brands GmbH. And this specific product, the U.S. version of this product, will contain Herborium proprietary herbal formula derived from the company's sexual health formulations know-how. So as, Sumo and I hammered on this morning, we're basically combining alcohol with sexual-based stimulating herborium supplements. As if, booze didn't, reduce inhibitions enough the way it was, they're putting some sexual stimulants in this vodka, which are Herborium's products. So how cool is that news? Seriously.
That's good, I guess.
How is that not cool? Yeah, that's just like something that you don't hear of. You have this whole nutraceutical market now where they're putting, any and every herb into any and every beverage and product and supplement. And now, finally, here we have booze and, a sex-based nutraceutical supplement.
Yeah.
In combination.
Very good.
So I thought it was pretty huge, but another little bit from that press release is, Herborium's product line and their websites going to be stamped on all these vodka bottles, so it's just like a huge marketing opportunity for them too. Mm-hmm. But lots of competition in the vodka market, that's for sure. But still some pretty cool news, and obviously today, the massive sell-off, another day of millions in volume traded, huge gap down today.
Yeah, I see that.
All the way down to like 1 cent, I think it opened up at, and it was just downhill the rest of the day. You know, any bounce it tried to create, there were just people taking profits. There was just no stopping it. No stopping it. Downtrend.
Very interesting stuff there. Very interesting.
Cool. It's pretty cool. I would like to get the CEO on our show to talk about this a little more. I think that'd be fun.
CEO on our show.
I think so. I think we got to send an email to Investor Relations. I think I'm going to do that after the show, see if we can get him on.
Well, wait a second.
What do you mean, wait a second?
I'm going to call the guy right now.
It's I think it's a female, and it's Dr. Agnes.
I'm going to call Agnes Olesky right now.
Are you serious?
If I can find the number, sure.
All right. Well, I'd be more than happy to talk to her about the press release today.
Well, you work on that last name pronunciation. I'll
Agnes, isn't it? Oh, let's see here. I'll go to Pink Sheets because I don't have it in front of me. HBRM. Company info.
You got a phone number there?
Dr. Agnes looks like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Olszewski. It's easy.
Oh, no. There's an N in it.
Agnes Olszewski.
I think we've been drinking the damn vodka.
Dude, that's Russian. That is perfect.
Tough
is
man.
That not Russian?
Give me a phone number. I'm calling right now.
I don't have her phone number in front of me, man. You're killing me.
It's on Pink Sheets?
There is no phone number. Oh, yeah, 201.
Hold on. Enough of this. I'm adding callers. Add people to this call.
I don't think we should make surprise calls.
201.
647. 3757.
All right, you ask for him because I can't say the name.
I can't believe you're actually calling her right now, man. I hope she answers because this is just going to be on set. Oh, we're going to kill it. We can talk about
I'm calling every CEO tonight. That's why
I'm not available at this time. Therefore, please leave me a message and I will call you back.
Definitely Russian. Definitely Russian, bro.
Okay. All right. Call number one for tonight. We're going to call every CEO out there. Whether they like it or not, STT Radio is reaching out.
Wow.
Here on this beautiful Wednesday night.
Very interesting, Mike. Okay. You're throwing some curveballs in the show. I'm not sure if I like that one, but
well, I mean,
we would have been more than happy to talk to her about that today.
I got voicemail. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I don't do anything else. I mean, I could have left a voicemail saying this is STT Radio. Could you give us a call at? What do you think? You want to try that?
Let's skip leaving the voicemail. Let's move on to the next company.
All right. Next company. ICTY. ICTY. Let's take a look at today. Closed at 0.0009 for a change of 0.0001. Up 12.5% with volume just under 62 million. What's going on over there?
iCity.com Incorporated. We've definitely talked about this one on the show recently in relation to some of the mergers that were in the works. It looks like back in February, it released a general update regarding, just a general acquisition strategy throughout 2012, which kind of started shareholders speculating on more announcements related to those acquisitions. And then on February 21st, 2012, iCity put out some news that they found a suitable merger candidate in the mining sector. And it's looks like gold mining. Let's see if I can find the company name here. For whatever reason, I don't see it in this PR, but it's related to gold mining, seeking a suitable merger candidate with a primary focus on natural resource and junior mining companies. Let's see. I'm not seeing it, man, so I'm just going to not even talk about that. But they're looking for a mining merger candidate. And on March 29th, 2012, so just a couple weeks back, they announced the signing of a memorandum of understanding with Project Initiatives of Africa, which deals with some mining concessions and gold-rich areas in Ghana, West Africa. And then just 9 hours ago, the reason the stock was so active today is they put out some press. iCity.com Incorporated today announces a status update and addresses some stockholder questions. iCity.com is nearing a final agreement with its African Gold Mining Initiative. Both parties and their respective legal teams are working the details of the contract, which are hoped to be completed in the coming days. So creating shareholder speculation on news coming in the coming days. We've seen it over and over. These proposed joint ventures with established and producing mining companies, so mining companies already bringing in revenues, will be funded in stages. Points of negotiations obviously include the financial commitments and, how they're going to raise money to carry through this merger and continue with mining, and performance benchmarks and amount of preferred stock in exchange for the target assets. So basically it's a general press release. They're in the final stages of their agreements with this particular mining companies that they're looking to bring into ICTY. So some sort of merger or reverse acquisition, whatever you want to call it. And they should be releasing more press on that in the near future. So, this stock days range 0008 to 0012. I know there has been a lot of bag holders in this stock that, haven't been too happy. Obviously, it used to be a completely different company, and now they're, completely changing directions, which we see these penny stocks do quite often. So this whole 001 to 0012 area has been a strong area of resistance in the past. It did break through it on a couple of those press releases that I just mentioned a little while back when we mentioned it on the show, but dipped all the way back down, and it's kind of been hanging at these levels for a little while now. And obviously today, 61 million in volume around this 001 area. And so there's still some sellers in here. You got anything to add to that, Mr. Mike?
No, I don't. Not at all. It's a good job there. Is it me, or is there a bug on iHub tonight?
A bug? What do you mean a bug?
Every time I go to a board, it says, "Oh, thank you for trying to be a moderator. We'll let you know." Or you don't have enough posts. Every time I click on a new board.
I'm not seeing that, man.
You're not getting that?
No. What sort of board are you looking at here?
Well, I just went to DNAD and I got the same message I got at ICTY. It took me to the board, and it's like I clicked on add me as a moderator. Maybe it's just my computer.
Very, very weird. I don't know. Well, sometimes, iHub's a little different with different computers, so it could be some sort of tech issue. If we had Ryan on the show, GOG Trader, we could take care of that a bit.
Well, I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, it just started happening. Just wondering. That's all. All right, next up we have DNAD. That's why I'm on their board.
Oh.
Current price, 0.0025. Change, 0.0009. Percent change, 56.25%. Just over 78 million in volume. 78 million in volume. DNAD.
All right. Well, this company, obviously we don't see news on the wire there immediately. So what I would do with a stock like this, you see kind of this volume out of nowhere. First, I'm going to go check DD Amanda, and I'm going to check on the recent sort of money flow into and out of the stock. Looks relatively quiet until yesterday's, also in 71,000 in dollar volume. And then today, obviously much more than that. And a big price hike. Yesterday kind of remained around the same closing price on that $71,000 volume. So DD Amanda kind of checks out, a little bit of money volume increase. Someone knows something or, some update is due. Next, I would go check, the most recent news. And it looks like we got a PR on iHub from January 5th, 2012. Doesn't mean it's the latest update of the company. It just means it's the latest one that iHub actually put on their site. Legacy Mystery Mansion, DNA's popular mobile match 3 game, now available for Kindle Fire. So it looks like this was released in the United Kingdom, actually, so it must be a foreign-related company or they have some sort of foreign asset. DNA Dynamics Incorporated, a global developer and publisher of mobile video games and applications, today announced that its popular chart-topping mobile game Legacy Mystery Mansion is now available for download on Amazon's new tablet Kindle Fire. I'm not even going to continue with that. Obviously, they have different sorts of applications and games for, Kindle, Apple products, things like that. Next, I would go to Pink Sheets. And let's see, we got over-the-counter pink current information. I like to see that. Companies releasing, some sort of information. And I believe we do have a foreign company here in the United Kingdom is where they're based out of. And then I would look at the latest financials and news on Pink Sheets and see if there's anything different than is actually on iHub. And it looks like we have an update related to financials today. An annual report is out, so I'm going to pull that up real quick and check a few key things that I love to look at on an annual report, especially if I see a bunch of dollar volume all of a sudden come into stock right after they release it. I'm going to check assets, liabilities, revenues, and any sort of net profits if they're in that stage. So I'm going to scroll down here. And, man, they put this, maybe they just do this a little differently overseas. It looks like as of December 31st, 2011, cash on hand is nil. Total assets, $70,000 worth, so basically nothing. Total current liabilities, about $480,000, so basically not a whole lot. Those are just basic operational losses over the course of the last few years, I'm sure. Stockholder, we got a share count here of 350 million authorized, 196 million and 7 million shares issued and outstanding as of December 31st, 2011 and 2010. Okay, so in 2010 it was 7 million outstanding, 196 million at the end of 2011. So share structure is okay for, a sub-penny stock. It looks like they had a revenue for the year ended December 31st, 2011 of $43,000 whopping dollars. So basically, I'm guessing that they basically have limited to no operations as they roll these games out that I just mentioned from the press release that they put out in January. So I'm guessing 2012 is supposed to be their breakout year as they release their apps, different types of games. But that's about all the input that I have on the company based just on some quick due diligence and, a little process that I like to go through with different companies if you can't really tell what's going on right away.
Okay. Fantastic.
So my guess is someone wants to push the stock.
Push.
So there's a group that just said this stock has a nice share structure. There's not a lot of toxic stuff on the books. Let's push it.
All righty. Well, let's take a look at the next one. Ticker symbol USNL. Closed today at 0.004. A change of 0.003 to the negative side. Percent change, negative 42.86%. Oh, boy. Volume, just over 295 million.
Are you ready for me to go?
Please. And tell me they got a name change or something coming up soon.
I honestly have no idea what's going on with this stock. We talked about this one for the last couple of days. I'll pull it up on DD Amanda first, just because that's what I always do. DD Amanda rocks. USNL. Basically, not a whole lot of money volume until early March, and even then, relatively low. As you know, the share price just basically tumbled to nothing or started at nothing. Assuming dilution or some sort of big toxic financing, some guy just decided to sell it off. Whatever, it doesn't matter. You had it sitting down at basically 0.02 for a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden on April 9th, this Monday, someone decides that they want to start running the stock for whatever reason. We don't know yet. Closed at 0.018 on April 5th, which was last Thursday, and then we had the holiday on Friday, and then this Monday opens up $171,000 in volume traded, up over 100%, closed at 0.04. Yesterday, 1.3 million in money volume, closes up nearly another 100%, about 75% up at 0.07, closed at yesterday. And then today, it started off super strong. We were, hammering level 2 on this morning because it was super exciting to watch. And, the bids were just creeping in. What was the high of the day here? Let's check on that. We had a day's range of 0.038 to 1.1 cents. So it started off super strong this morning. It was basically like a rocket ship upward. There was pretty decent support above 1 cent there for a little while. And then once that broke down, obviously you got some profit takers because, we don't have news. A lot of people were just buying in on the Momo, and you're going to have some profit takers now. And it just kind of broke down on the second half of the day there, and it just kept going down and down and down to close at 0.04, down 40+% to the dismay of a lot of people, I'm sure. I haven't heard any rumors on this one other than the fact that it's been a lot of dollar volume in and out of the stock, and it's been a huge Momo play just for this week, basically, starting last Thursday. But I got nothing. They have a couple press releases from, March that they were reducing the authorized share count, but that's about it. I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know what the company does. I don't even know if
they're into buying realty.
Realty?
Yep.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check pink sheets real quick, see if we got any sort of filings. Just real quick. I almost forgot about that. You're killing me.
That's why I asked you if there was a name change anywhere in your findings, because U.S. National Telecom and you deal with realty.
What?
Doesn't exactly fit.
USNL, right?
Yep.
Am I dreaming? All right, pulled up a different company there. Pulled up a Liberty Star something for me, but they screwed up. It looks like they put out an annual report on April 5th, actually. But their current share structure, the 3.5 billion outstanding, so not exactly a small amount. The float's pretty small, looks like about 475 million. So a bunch of restricted shares, but basically have a market value right now of 24 million on the close yesterday, I should say, which was at 0.007.
Okay. All right, good stuff. Okay, if you have any ticket you would like to add to tonight's program, the telephone number is 347-215-7181. For those of you that are shy, you can post it on our message board on Investors Hub, Stock Traders Talk Radio. That's how you find us.
Hey, we should take a commercial break or something, man.
You sure?
I'm running out of breath. Give me 30 seconds to a minute.
Give you 30 seconds to a minute.
Actually, I just want to do that so I can go check the USNL financials that they put out and see if I can tease anything out to get a little bit and end it on that.
Okay. I will give you a mid-show break.
Awesome.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood this week.
You're the best host, Mike. Did you see my little bit about the host with the most as I was spamming out today?
No, I didn't. I missed that. I missed everything today.
I gave you credit, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I deserve a commercial.
It was a busy day. I was answering a lot of phone calls for some reason.
Is it because you worked for like a telephone line company?
No, I got a lot of phone calls today and a lot of text messages from Mr. Kopp himself.
Oh, all right.
You know, so.
Obviously, he's taking care of business out east, or out west, I should say.
Yep. All right, we're going to take a small break, and we'll be back right after these words.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Hot Stock Tip Giver-Outer.
Mr. Hot Stock Tip Giver-Outer.
Why go to professional analysts when we can get inside information from your brother-in-law's sister's fourth cousin's stepfather?
On your mother's side.
Sure, you may know absolutely nothing, but we know even less.
Beep, beep, beagle dummy.
Your motto, buy low, sell low. Get other people to buy low and sell low.
Keep hope alive.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, oh titan of the tip. Although you're always wrong, you'll always be our Mr. Right.
Mr. Hot Stock Tip Giver-Outer.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
And now, a quick word from thepennybin.com. What does one penny say to the other penny? Let's get together and make some sense. Are you tired of losing your hard-earned pennies? Be sure to visit thepennybin.com and download our iPhone app, where delivery of our stock plays right into your iPhone instantly. The time to start making money is now. Please be advised that you may make huge sums of money and that thepennybin.com will not be held liable.
Welcome back to Stock Traders Talk Radio. I'm your host, STT. Joining me on tonight's program, I have a person by the name of Haas.
What's up, man?
Did I give you a long enough break?
Oh, that was perfect. I just long enough to realize that USNL is basically a company with no operations.
There you go. There you go.
You know, not a lot of debt, basically no assets, no revenues. They're looking to bring another company in, I'm assuming. So, again, we have that, you know, reverse merger, reverse acquisition situation. Basically considering this almost a shell company at the current time.
Get them. All right, next ticker we'll be looking at tonight is, I'm sure the people that listen regularly are wondering why tonight's show has red tickers in it.
Wait,
very rare for us.
We've started off with a few big red ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and it's very rare for us to even mention any red tickers.
Well, I would say that, you know, we like to talk about stocks that are the hype of the town, the hype of iHub, the hype of all the stock message boards. And, you know, the red stocks that we talked about so far have been the hype of the town for weeks on end here.
Oh, yeah.
So we definitely need to talk about them. And they've all had big updates or big runs recently. And people want to hear about, you know, what's going on. Why is it red today? Why wasn't it red the last few days? So we like to talk about any hot stock. Doesn't matter if it's red or green.
That's correct. Okay. Let's take a look at the next one. It is ECDC, current price of 0.0057, a change of 0.0007, percent change 14%, volume 93.3 million in volume today.
You're killing me, man.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like we've talked about this one a lot. This one is actually quite difficult to talk about. They've been on the StockBrainiac.com active watch list for a few days now, along with some other very active companies that we mentioned on the show. Stevia First Corp, ticker STVF, Seif, obviously been really hot, these huge promotions. So ECDC is very likely on promotion. I haven't looked into the details of that quite yet. But we spotlighted this stock. Spotted light. Come on, give me a break now. I mumble sometimes. You got to give me a little break.
That's okay. Go ahead.
55 days ago or something. If we had GOG Trader here, we could see what price we spotlighted that at.
0.0012.
Yeah, you're much better at that than he is. No offense to GOG Trader. He's just a tech guy.
I already had it up.
Awesome.
I was ahead of you.
So, one of the first things.
No. What ticker are we doing? ECDC?
ECDC,
I'm
man.
sorry. We spotlighted at a .0076.
All right.
That was on February 16th.
February 16th.
That's correct.
All right, let me check out.
And it went as high as 2 cents.
Okay. I see the highest close here was 1.38 cents at that time. I bet it hit 2 cents that day and pulled back. Yeah, there's some good dollar volume on those days.
Yeah, .0199 is what we have listed.
Yeah, heck, man. There was, $10,000 to $20,000 in volume, and then we spotlighted it. There was a $240,000 day, $650,000 day, another $650,000 day, couple of $100,000 days, and then it kind of died off.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday, out of the blue, another $600,000 day, closing at 005. And then today, obviously, getting more activity. What was the spread today? 0.052 to 0.077. Closed near the low of the day, which I don't necessarily like to see if the run is to continue. But super hot stock. Checking out some recent news by the company. Obviously they're on these big promotional watch lists, so that might have something to do with it if there's some promotional money coming into the stock. It looks like they have like a $1 million agreement that they put out on March 8th, and I believe that's over the course of 3 years, so it's really only like $300,000 per year. Let's check out. I already went over DD Amanda. Let's go check out Pink Sheet, see if we got anything brewing here. I don't see anything significant. I don't see any filings that we don't already have on iHub. No, man, I got nothing. Someone just wants to push this. It's on promotion. Was this an inner ring play? I think Cop mentioned it as an inner ring play, didn't he?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Well, apparently this company offers a portfolio of GPS devices, RFID interrogators, integrated GPS RFID technologies, and tag designs.
Okay.
It's kind of a big market, kind of a cool market, but there's no real press that I see out recently that would be responsible for this push all of a sudden. But it is an over-the-counter QB company, supposedly audited financials. So it's just a hot stock, man. It was hot previously. They put out some press recently, but nothing to blow me out of the water from what I can see.
All right, let's move on to the next one. We got a lot of tickets to cover and not a lot of time.
We don't have to get through them all.
Well, I like to get done, man. I like to do them all.
Well, I can do like a quick thing towards the end.
No. Keep going. You're doing fine. Doing fantastic. All right, next up we got INAR. INAR.
Oh boy.
Closed today at .0006, up .0003. That would equate to 100% gain for the day. Just under 36 million in volume. Not really a lot of volume there.
I'm dying here, man. This one is a little bit baffling. Looking at DD Amanda first here, we don't have a day over $7,000 in trading volume all the way back to December 1st of 2011. Yesterday, last couple of days, has been about $5,000 in trading volume, and today isn't a massive amount. I mean, 18 to 20,000, but it's definitely increasing. They did put out some press this morning, though, so obviously that had something to do with it.
Oh yeah.
Inner Array Incorporated announced today that its board of directors has authorized the company to file Form S-1 registration statements to spin off its wholly owned subsidiaries, Bid Sell Buy Incorporated, and Premier Gold Traders Incorporated, for the benefit of its shareholders. It is contemplated that both subsidiaries will become independent and fully reporting companies listed on the over-the-counter Bulletin Board Exchange. As part of the overall plan, common stock of each subsidiary will be distributed to Internet Array shareholders upon obtaining effective registrations with the SEC. and upon obtaining an over-the-counter DD listing. So it looks like we got a couple of spin-offs and a couple of dividend shares involved in those spin-offs. So actually some pretty good news there for Internet Array Incorporated. I'm actually surprised it didn't spark more interest than it did.
All right. Well, I'm going to throw out a couple of tickets because I promised that if you posted on our board, I would throw them out at you. Okay, I won't say who they're from. You can go look on the board yourself to find out who they're from.
All right.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's worthwhile.
If it's one of them, I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to say no.
No, I'm not asking you to talk about it. You don't have to. I'm just throwing them out there. You ready?
Throw them out.
Okay, first one is LHPT, Larry, Henry, Paul Thomas.
We'll talk about that one. That's fine. I saw that one on the hot boards. I was going to talk about it, but there wasn't a super amount of volume. Today it is up. Excuse me. I had a mucus-filled throat for the last few days. Anyway, Lighthouse Petroleum, ticker LHPT, finished the day up 44% at 2.88 cents on a pretty small amount of volume, 177,155 in share volume today. They did put out some press, so let's go over that press real quick. Lighthouse Petroleum Incorporated is pleased to announce it has begun work for the Perry and Perry A leases. I believe this is oil drilling, obviously, hence the name. The Perry project will be the first rework for Lighthouse in 2012 and will entail a work over on 3 wells and repair cleanup on the tank battery. So it looks like they're drilling some wells here, getting them into production. Let's see if they put out any numbers. Looking down, scrolling down. Looks like I don't see any numbers related to this specific well that I can tease out. Anyways, let's check DD Amanda and see recent trading volume in stock. Oh, wow. We had a huge day on April 2nd. All of a sudden, out of the blue, after, basically 3 months of no days with trading volume over, $5,000 even, a $781,000 volume day on April 2nd, followed by a $50,000 volume day. And, a couple of smaller ones around $20,000 and $10,000. I'm assuming that that day on April 2nd was related to some sort of share exchange or financing share exchange on the open market, because it closed the day before at 3.5 cents and it closed that day at 3.2 cents. It did have a huge trading spread that day of 2.55 all the way up to 13 cents and basically finished all the way back down. So there was some sort of dilution or some sort of share exchange going on there, because it's kind of hung around that 3 cent, between 2 cents and 3 cents, which basically was hanging out way before then. I'm assuming this is a thinly traded stock. Let's go check out Ping Sheet, see if we can get a share structure on this baby. INAR, is that what we're on? No, we're not on INAR, are we?
No, we're not on.
We're on LHPT. I'm dying here, man.
Get on board, LHPT. I have a winner here at Stock Traders Talk Radio. Can you believe this? Our first winner ever.
What do you mean you got a winner?
I got a winner.
What's a winner?
I got a winner. Our first one ever at STT. Well, no, I can't say ever. Well, for STT Radio, I think this is the first time ever. Roger Wilco has won a free month membership at iHub.
What?
That's
why?
Correct.
Why did he win?
I can't say how, why, or when, but Mr. Roger Wilco will receive a 1 month free iHub membership. Congratulations there, sir.
It's like you had to think about it for a little while.
Well, I couldn't think of stuff.
Excuse me.
I should write this stuff down before I do it.
I'll tell you what, Roger is a fantastic trader. If you guys don't remember him being on the show for ticker ITKH Spotlight a while back, he came on and helped us with that Spotlight. He tends to be a radio personality himself, at least in his history, but really good guy, so he deserves it. I'm happy for him.
That's not why he won, but yes, he was on the show.
I didn't say that's why he won.
Okay, I just want to
I was just giving the guy some credit, man.
I just want to let you know that's not why he won.
Can you tell us why he won?
No, there's no criteria for it.
What do you mean you can't tell us why he won? You're killing me.
There's no criteria for it.
Dude, you're hammered. Oh, wow.
Did we finish that ticket? Because I got more.
No, I'm pulling up the freaking annual report. Give me a
That's why
second.
I went to the winner thing, because I knew you were wasting time pulling things up. I thought you'd have it done by now.
You didn't think the winter thing was going to be a huge distraction?
No, that's for me. That's my side of the business, man.
Oh, man. Well, never mind. All right, I'm pulling up a financial report that Lighthouse Petroleum released on April 10th, which was yesterday. Let's see here. They have 750 million authorized shares, 10 million authorized for preferred stock. Apparently, they don't want to tell me the OS quite yet. Oh, wow. Looks like 3 million shares outstanding as of December 31st, 2011. And there was only a float of 2 million at that time. And obviously, we had that huge trading volume day on April 2nd, where they diluted in the open market. I can almost guarantee that. And now they're sitting at shares outstanding of 41 million as of March 1st, 2012, and a float of 14.7 million as of March 6th, 2012. So a really small float. The market value is still pretty low, under $1 million. Let's see if we can roll down here and see it. I'm assuming they don't have any revenues or anything quite yet, but yeah. So, I mean, from what I can tease out on this thing, they're moving a couple of oil wells into production, and, they recently did some dilution on the open market, but they still have a really nice share structure. And I'm assuming they were raising that money to get these wells into production or acquire some more oil properties. So an interesting company, actually. It's worth some due diligence. They're over-the-counter pink current information, not audited financials, but, they're releasing financials. They're putting out some press. Could get interesting in the future as those oil wells come into production for sure, especially with that share structure. A good one. I like it. Low volume today, but a cool one. I like it.
All right, I got another ticker on our board. ICPA, IC Places.
Oh boy.
The word is on the board. It's gonna get hot.
Yeah, I've heard that for like every day since we spotlighted it, and it did get hot.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to trump this company at all. Obviously, they got some huge things going on, expanding their entire site network, which is just ridiculous. Let's see if we have any recent news that we can look at.
We gotta get Mr. Samlis back on the radio.
Oh, that was a fantastic interview, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
I wish we could just replay that right now. Then I could stop talking.
Actually, we could if we really, really wanted to, but
let's not do that.
Yeah.
All right. They've been releasing some pretty standard news. State of company address. I knew you were gonna make fun of me of that. I didn't correct myself. IC Places, hires a senior product placement and strategic partnership consultant. So making some partnerships there, as he talked about in that spotlight. The annual report they just put out on March 29th, 2012. And let's see if they have any sort of numbers that we can take a look at real quick. Mike, can you talk for 5 seconds while I roll through this?
Yeah, but I don't have another winner to go to. I only got one winner a night. I can only do one winner a night. Sorry.
And you can't tell us why.
No, I will do this, though. While you're doing that, I'm going to give everybody upcoming tickers that we're going to talk about. And this will give you a chance to get your stuff through. And this way, if we don't get to them, at least people heard the list.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to roll through the most important ones on my list from here on out. Is that cool?
That's cool, but I got a couple more on our board, so.
Oh, okay.
You have to bear with me.
All right. Well, I got the stuff in front of me, so I'm just going to finish up with this one. Is that cool?
Go.
Assets. 260,000 worth. Obviously, they're very website and, online-based stuff, so you're not going to have a huge amount of assets there. Liabilities, basically nothing. Looks like, accumulated deficit of just over $2 million. We have $335 million outstanding and $2 billion authorized. Let's take a look at DD Amanda, ICPA. Small amount of dollar volume has been pretty steady at $10,000 to $20,000 for several days on end. I see nothing that's going to stimulate a major run other than someone knowing something in the background, as I like to call it, being an insider fundamentalist. Let's take a look at the chart, pulling back 6 months. Now let's go back closer. Obviously, it was up in pennies back then. 3 months took that huge spike right after we spotlighted it, all the way up to, I think, close to a penny. It's been kind of pulling back on a downtrend ever since. And recently, just within the last month here, it's kind of bumping back up, and I actually don't mind that chart. I'm sure Sippy could give more insight, or Sumo if he was here. But it's, I don't know, 2 million in volume today, not huge dollar volume today. I don't know. Maybe that person knows something in the near future. I obviously love the company long term, and I'm interested to see how that company develops. But I don't see anything that's suggesting a massive, massive run in the very, very near future.
Absolutely. I'd love to know what the slow stow's doing right now. Where is Sifikia when you need him? All right.
But you would love to know what the slow stow is. You know what a slow stow is, so you could obviously do it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I could if I wanted to. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Charts are so simple. You want me to simplify it for you?
Sure.
If it's going up, it's a good indicator. If it's going down, it's a bad indicator.
You know, I'm going to say one more thing about this. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
I think someone emailed Steve Samblis, and it looks like they put out something on the iHub board on April 7th, and this is what it says. It's from Perchy on iHub. Static, Steve Samblis. Looks like we have found a home. More info to follow. So they've placed Static, their hit TV show or whatever that is. And this was like 59 minutes ago near Los Angeles is the little bit at the end. So it looks like we got some news related to Static, their TV show coming in the future. So maybe he thinks it's going to run in speculation of that.
Fantastic. Okay. Next one. You ready, Haas?
I'm always ready, man.
Okay. It is GTGP.
Oh, I did mention this one on the show the other day, I think.
That's Greg Thomas, Greg Teeter.
Oh, this one had another good day. I like it.
Yeah.
I think this is might actually be one of those real companies in the penny market. I'm not sure, though, because they're all fake. Did I say that?
No, you didn't say that.
Okay.
You didn't really say that, Peter. You didn't say that.
All right. Not all of them are printing machines, but a lot of them are. I hate to say it, but I'm going to. Anyways, this stock's super hot, I think like a year ago. Made a pretty big run because it had a nice share structure, low float. People are calling it a float lockdown. This one's slowly been creeping back up after it dipped down under 10 cents. Relatively quiet for quite a while there. A couple $30,000 to $40,000 volume days over the course of the last couple of weeks. Nothing major, but enough to keep the share price incrementally increasing day after day because the float's pretty tight. I'm going to go to Pink Sheets and see if I can tease out that share structure. They have a yield sign on Pink Sheets right now, which I don't necessarily like to see. I'm assuming they're working on getting that off in the future. They released some 8Ks recently. We were talking about it on the morning show. It's one of those teaser 8Ks where it says this unnamed company that we're in deep talks with about an unnamed topic is we'll give you details in the near future. So it's super speculative, as you know, over-the-counter market loves to see and hear about. And then they put out some press. I think it was yesterday. No, it was on Monday, April 9th. They're preparing a letter of intent for that proposed acquisition. Let's see if they name the company here. Global Technology Holdings. I believe it's a subsidiary. Let's see. Global Tech Group Incorporated announces the preparation of both a memorandum of understanding and letter of intent for the proposed acquisition of the company we have discussed in previous 8Ks and press releases, yada, yada. Let's see. Led to an agreement by both companies. That global will now prepare the documents, outlines all the terms, upon review, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like they're going to be releasing more news in the near future related to that acquisition. And that's about all I got. It's creeping up on a tight share structure. Let's check that share structure out, which is not even close to updated on Pink Sheets, which I don't like to see. Obviously, that's the yield sign. Last updated was an 8 million float, 30 million outstanding share count. This is all I got, man. I'm dying here.
Okay, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna take a small commercial break.
Commercial?
Yeah, this commercial break is brought to you by Stock Traders Talk Radio. We are not compensated whatsoever for the following information.
I don't have time for a commercial.
Sure we do. I'm doing it right now. Shut up. if you want to laugh your ass off tonight, I highly recommend you catch the episode of Duck Dynasty. A bunch of rednecks, millionaires now, and you will thank me tomorrow. Duck Dynasty tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, Haas, come back to me.
That was your commercial break?
That's my commercial break. Duck Dynasty. I guarantee you'll laugh your ass off.
Wait, is that an animated show?
No. It's a family that made millions of dollars with their duck calls. You know?
Oh, my God.
But they're still, I mean, the one guy lives in a mansion, okay? The one brother. But, like, the father, he still lives in the mobile home back in the woods and goes and catches his dinner out in the woods and stuff like that. It is absolutely hysterical to watch.
Wow.
I watch it every week for the last 3 weeks. It's been on for 3 weeks. And they were on Conan last night, just for everybody, just so you know.
Is there any actors that I would recognize?
It's a reality show about a family.
This is a reality show.
Yes. It's on, like, channel 265 if you use DirecTV. God bless if you use Dish Network. I can't help you there.
I definitely have to go do my research on this.
It's like Bio or something like that, or let me see. Hold on a second. Jesus Christmas. It's like A&E or Bio Channel, or it could even be the Porn Star Channel or the History Channel.
All right, Mike, before you continue to babble on, let's move on with the show.
Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty, folks.
Don't forget it.
Who cares
A&E
about
is the channel I've been told.
Dynasty.
And I got a backing in our chat room that says it is a great show.
I'm going to go check that out.
Duck Dynasty. This way everybody can listen to Duck Dynasty. And if you watch it tonight, Haas, I want you to cover it in the morning show.
Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty. Great show. You'll love it.
All right.
Can I give you just a 2-second? Because we don't have much time. Can I just give you a minute overview of what happened?
You do whatever you want, man. You're the host. You can do whatever you want. You're the host with the most.
Okay. Now remember, the whole family, they're all millionaires. Okay.
Yep.
Now, like I said, they live in the outskirts, and so forth and so on, and they're used to their old ways. They're new money, as they would say in Titanic. They're new money. Okay. Mm-hmm. They're riding down the road, and there's roadkill. Okay? Mind you, millionaires, mind you.
Oh, I have seen the pictures of this. I remember this.
There's roadkill. Okay? The younger brother jumps out of the truck, runs out there with his knife, and cuts the tails off of these. They call them some kind of like muskrat or some kind of rat thing. Okay? And the reason why he went out there and cut the tails off is because you could take them to the state, and the state will give you $5 per tail. Okay, so he gathered 6 tails in this whole time, which is worth a whopping $30. He jumps back in the truck, and you know the reality shows have those little cameras in the truck and everything. He looks directly at the truck and says, at the camera and says, "I'm a millionaire, but $5 is $5."
Wow.
Great show. You'll love it. Trust me.
I remember the picture from it now. It's like old biker farmer. It's like North Dakota show right there, man.
Oh, it's great stuff. And you're starting to break up, and thank God the show is over. Stock Traders Talk Radio, we thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show. We'll be back tomorrow night with a CEO interview. Catch the guys in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Investors Hub Auditorium. Stock Traders Talk Radio, and we are out.
Throwing one more in. K-Mog, trying to get the CEO on, obviously. Up big again today. It might be heading on its next
leg.
Thank
you for listening to Stock Traders Talk Radio.
Show,
all views and topics talked about on Stock Traders Talk Radio is solely for entertainment purposes. We are not professional financial advisors and always recommend you seek the advice of a professional financial advisor. Never invest in any stock featured on our show unless you can afford to lose your entire investment. The information contained on our show is based on sources which we believe to be reliable, but is not guaranteed by us as being accurate, and might not be a complete statement or summary of the available data. Stock Traders Talk Radio advises that the investments in companies profiled are commonly considered to be high risk